Hi NDSS, it's me again to talk about another mental health moment in May. Today it's our final one and we're talking about accepts. So jumping right into the skill, it's another acronym because we know how much DBT loves acronyms. So the A stands for activities. So doing something that you really like. So going for a walk or playing a board game or playing video games, something like that, going and doing sports. Those are all activities. Contributing. So contributing is, it's not just doing household chores, which is what I personally think of when my mom tells me that I should be contributing. But you could contribute to your school or to your home life or to our community by volunteering. So I think of contributing as doing volunteer work. It makes you feel really good about yourself and feel really good for helping others. So comparisons are a really valuable tool that we can use, and they don't necessarily mean comparing your own experiences to the ones of someone else. Comparison is more about comparing what you're going through now to something that you've already done. So I can pass my chemistry 12 because I passed my chemistry 11. So comparing and saying, I've been through hard times before, but I've gotten through them, I'm still here, and I'm here to tell the story, and so it gives you that motivation to say, I'm good enough to be able to overcome this new task. Emotions seems pretty broad and vague. Emotions really means combating the emotions that you're feeling negatively with positive emotions. So a lot of the time, I personally think about watching a funny TV show, or even there have been studies that have been done that say that fake laughing actually helps you feel happier. So if you just want to sound a little crazy and fake laugh, it might actually help you feel better. So pushing away is another one of those kind of double-edged swords. If you do it too much, it's not good. But pushing away is much like our vacation skill from last week, where just taking a breather from a task for 10-20 minutes can be really valuable to reset your mind and prepare you to keep going through that task. So the T in accepts stands for thoughts. So the thoughts one is really about realizing that we're all in control of our own thoughts. And although you may not feel in control of your thoughts sometimes, it's your brain and you are in control of your thoughts. So when those negative thoughts pass through, you can imagine tearing them up like a piece of paper and just throwing them away, because you are the one in control of your mind. And although those thoughts seem like they're coming from somewhere else, you are the one that has the say and you can get rid of them. Sensations is coming back to those 5 senses that we talked about at the beginning. So sensations is all about combating those negative emotions through like the 5 senses, right? Sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. If you need more on that, you can go and watch our 5 senses video. So I wanted to talk for a little bit about the power of what this whole word says together, which is accepts. So dialectical behavioral therapy, which is where I've sourced these skills from, which is a school of thought of therapy. The whole main idea of it is that bad things happen and we must accept and move on from them. So bad thoughts come, we acknowledge that they're there, and we try and take them away, and we just live accepting that we know that bad things happen and that that's not the end of the world. And then I also wanted to talk some more about when someone would use these skills, because I didn't feel like I really elaborated as much as I should have in that first video. So I know that many of you may have struggled with unhealthy coping tendencies, which is something that teenagers all over the world, and adults as well, I'm sure that you know, struggle with. So stuff like substance abuse, or personally for our generation, I know that staying online as a coping skill is extremely prevalent and also likely damaging to us. So stuff like I'm coping with food, and just in general things that you're doing to make yourself feel better but that are actually hurting you. And so the whole point of giving you guys these coping strategies is that you can slowly, don't try and quit cold turkey. If you're doing these things as a coping strategy, it won't work if you just try and stop. You're relying on these things to survive. But slowly implementing these skills instead of doing the unhealthy thing that you know that you're doing can benefit you. And even if you don't stop using your phone cold turkey, I mean, if you do some of these instead, it's gonna improve. So in conclusion, in our last video, I just wanted to thank all of you guys so much for listening. I'm sure that over the course of these 5 videos, you've realized that mental health is a passion of mine that I was so excited to share with you all. And I really hope that I helped some of you. That was the goal of this, is to maybe even just help one person with their lives, with, getting through tomorrow. So I hope that I could be that person for you. And I just wanted to thank you so much again, and thank you to the teachers and my wonderful family and friends that have helped me produce these videos, and Ms. Appelt for allowing me to have these in all of the classrooms. I'm so truly grateful for the opportunity that I've been given. Thank you so much. See ya.